The story begins in the middle of the endless Pacific Ocean. A luxury yacht floats aimlessly, half broken, half submerged in the blue emptiness. Inside, a young woman lies unconscious. Water seeps through every corner of the boat. Her name is Tami. Her eyes slowly open. She gasps for air, trembling in shock. Her body is covered in bruises. Confused, terrified, she drags herself up the stairs to the deck. The yacht is destroyed, sails torn apart, ropes hanging loose, and waves crashing over the edges. She starts screaming, her voice breaking apart in panic. "Richard, Richard, where are you?" But the only sound she hears is the roaring ocean. No one replies. Her heart sinks. She's in the middle of nowhere. No land. No ships. Only water and silence. And then, the story fades back 5 months earlier. It's a sunny afternoon on Tahiti Island, a paradise of blue lagoons and golden skies. Tami is a free soul, a California girl who has left everything behind to explore the world. She takes small jobs to survive, whatever helps her travel to the next destination. One day, she meets a man named Richard, a British sailor who has traveled across the world. His eyes reflect calmness, adventure, and a strange kind of loneliness. He invites her for dinner on his boat that evening. Under the soft light of a Tahitian sunset, they sit together, talking and laughing. Tami looks at his photographs, mountains, frozen seas, deserted islands. She's mesmerized. She asks, "Don't you get lonely sailing alone for so long?" Richard smiles gently. "Of course I do. You stay wet, hungry, and exhausted. You barely sleep. Sometimes you start hallucinating. But when you stand alone in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by silence, it feels like being born again. You see the horizon, endless and pure, and it feels like freedom." Tami looks into his eyes and whispers, "I want to feel that too. I want to sail with you." From that day, they begin sailing together. Days pass, and with every sunset, they grow closer, cooking, laughing, exploring, falling quietly in love. One day, a couple who knows Richard asks him for a favor. They want him to sail their 44-foot yacht from Tahiti to San Diego, California. In return, they'll pay him $10,000 and 2 first-class tickets home. Richard agrees, but only if Tami comes along. At first, she hesitates. "I don't want to go home, Richard," she says softly. He smiles. "I've traveled half the world to find you. I don't want to lose you now." And with that, their journey begins. The open sea welcomes them. Waves glisten like diamonds under the sunlight. They share music, stories, and quiet moments under the stars. Then one evening, as the sun paints the sky golden, Richard takes out a small ring he made himself. He kneels and whispers, "Will you marry me?" Tami's eyes fill with tears. "Yes," she says. They hold each other as the ocean around them glows in the last light of day. But in life, every calm sea hides a storm. The next morning, a small bird lands on their yacht. They're confused. There's no land nearby for thousands of miles. "How did it get here?" Tami asks. "Maybe the wind brought it," Richard replies. But his face looks tense. He goes below to check the radio. Moments later, his voice trembles. "There's a hurricane forming, right in our path." They try to change direction, but the wind grows stronger. By nightfall, the ocean becomes a monster. Waves rise higher than houses. The sky turns black. The yacht shakes violently. Richard yells, "Tami, get below deck, now!" She hesitates, but he forces her inside. Seconds later, a massive wave crashes into them. The yacht flips, water floods in, and everything fades into darkness. When Tami wakes up, she's alone. Water fills the cabin. The sails are gone. The deck is destroyed. "Richard," she screams again and again, but there's no answer. Tears roll down her face as she realizes the truth. She's stranded in the middle of the ocean. But she refuses to give up. With trembling hands, she patches holes with duct tape, pumps out water, and fixes what she can. She searches for Richard using a telescope. Hours turn into days. Nothing. No ships. No land. Only endless blue. Then, one morning, she spots a lifeboat far in the distance, upside down, floating. She believes Richard is there. She tries to start the yacht, but the engine is dead. So she jumps into the cold water and swims toward it. Her body shakes, her arms ache, but she keeps going. Then she notices the yacht drifting away, her only home. She turns back, crying. If she loses that boat, she loses her life. She climbs back on board, exhausted and sobbing. Days later, she reaches the overturned lifeboat. Inside is Richard. He's alive, barely. Weak, wounded and sunburned. His leg is broken. She ties a rope around him and pulls him back to the yacht, fighting every wave that tries to pull them apart. With bleeding hands, she drags him on board. She wraps his wounds, gives him water and talks to him all night. For the first time, she feels hope. They survive on rainwater and whatever canned food they find. Richard tells her, no matter what happens, don't give up. But soon their supplies run out. The ocean turns cruel again. They try to catch fish. Tami, a vegetarian, refuses at first. But hunger changes everything. She dives into the water and catches fish with trembling hands, crying as she eats. 18 days pass. Then 29. They're still lost. One afternoon, a giant cargo ship appears in the distance. Tami screams with joy, fires a flare into the sky, but no one sees it. The ship passes by, disappearing into the horizon. Her hope shatters. She collapses on the deck, crying uncontrollably. Richard's condition worsens. His leg turns infected. He has a fever. Tami holds his hand, telling him stories about her childhood, how her father used to take her to the ocean, then disappeared one day, leaving her with nothing but memories. Richard listens quietly, his breathing slow. That night she whispers, "I'll keep my promise, Richard. I'll survive." The next morning she opens her eyes. The ocean is calm. The sun is rising. But when she turns, Richard is gone. No sound. No body. No trace. Her heart stops. She screams his name, but only silence answers. And then she realizes the truth. Richard wasn't there. He died the night of the storm. Her mind, desperate to survive, had imagined him to keep her alive, to give her strength, to make her believe she wasn't alone. All those days she was fighting completely alone. 41 days have passed. Her skin burns under the sun. Her lips are cracked. Her body is weak. And then, a miracle. A small bird lands on her boat. Her eyes widen. If there's a bird, there must be land. She looks through the telescope and sees a Japanese ship far away. Her hands shake as she fires her last flare into the sky. For a moment, nothing happens. Then the ship changes direction. They saw her. Tears flood her eyes as the ship approaches. People yell. They throw food, water, ropes. She collapses on the deck whispering, "Thank you, thank you." After 41 days lost at sea, Tami is rescued. Weeks later, when she finally recovers, she returns to Tahiti, the place where it all began. She visits Richard's old boat. Their photographs are still there, smiling faces frozen in time. She walks to the shore, holding the small handmade ring Richard gave her. Her voice trembles as she whispers, "Goodbye, Richard." She throws the ring into the sea. The waves carry it away, just like they carried him. But this time, Tami smiles. Because though the ocean took away everything she loved, it couldn't take away her love. Based on the true story of Tami Oldham Ashcraft and Richard Sharp. A heartbreaking tale of love, loss and survival, proved that even in the loneliest places on earth, love can keep you alive. Some flights never reach their destinations, but the memories, they never land. If Jenny's story touched your heart, hit like, share this feeling, and don't forget to subscribe, because every sky hides a new story waiting to take off.